What if you could block a ton of annoying ads and trackers on every device at home? Phones, TVs, tablets, without installing anything on each one. That's Pi-hole. Today, I'll set it up on a Raspberry Pi 5, show the safest way to test it on just one device first, and then roll it out to the whole house without accidentally taking your Wi-Fi down. Pi-hole is like a traffic cop for your home internet. Every time your devices go online, they ask DNS, where do I go? Pi-hole checks each request, and if it sees ads or trackers, it blocks them before they load. There's one big limit though. Pi-hole won't reliably block YouTube ads because YouTube ads and videos often come from the same domains, so DNS cannot always separate them. For this setup to work, you will need a Raspberry Pi 5, a microSD with Raspberry Pi operating system, a power supply for your Pi, an Ethernet cable to your router, and a laptop or PC on the same network. So here's the plan. We'll start by flashing the operating system. We'd connect the Pi to Ethernet, give the Pi an IP. We'd be installing Pi-hole and then adding Unbound. We'd be testing it on one device first, then roll it out to network-wide using Pi-hole DHCP. And finally, I'll cover a safe rollback. Let's start by opening the Raspberry Pi imager and then choosing the Raspberry Pi operating system Lite 64-bit. Click on settings, enable SSH. Make sure you also have a username and a password set and write the image. Insert the SD card, power the Pi, plug in Ethernet first because Wi-Fi and Ethernet have different MAC addresses and that matters for reservations. To find your Pi's IP address, one thing you can do is you can just open a terminal on your Raspberry Pi and run hostname followed by a -i, and this prints the IP address you'll use to SSH. Once you have your IP, you can now SSH into the Pi, and you can SSH by just having SSH, your username, whether that is Pi or Pi5, and then @ followed by your IP, in my case SSH Pi5 at 192.168.2.144. On the Pi, I run IP followed by addr show ETH0 to confirm Ethernet is actually connected. If you see state up, you're good. Link or Ether is the Ethernet MAC you'll use for the router reservation, and iNet is the Pi's current IP. We'll lock that to a static IP next. We'll now be giving the Pi a static IP, and the cleanest way is through a DHCP reservation inside the router. That way the Pi always stay on the same IP. So in my belt router, once I head to connected devices, I can find my Pi by host name and I can reserve the IP. In my case, I'm going to reserve the IP to 192.168.2.144 and I'm going to hit save. From this point, treat that IP like it's permanent. We will now be updating our operating system by running the sudo apt update and the sudo apt full upgrade commands. Also reboot it by running sudo reboot. We'll now run the Pi-hole by running this command as seen. Enable the web admin and at the end set a password. The command for that is as follows: sudo Pi-hole set password. And now let's confirm that the dashboard loads by heading to HTTP followed by the IP followed by admin. We'll now be installing Unbound, which makes the Pi-hole do private recursive DNS locally. And you can do that by running this command, which I've also included in my description: sudo apt install y unbound, and then the sudo make directory command as well, where you paste this block of code, which I place in description as well. Once you run that, the next step is to run sudo systemctl enable, now Unbound, followed by the dig plus short at 127.0.0.1. And if you dig returns an IP, that means Unbound is working. In the Pi-hole setting, I'm setting upstream DNS to Unbound. So if you head over to Pi-hole admin, settings followed by DNS, make sure you uncheck all the upstream providers and put in a custom DNS 127.0.0.15335 and save. Before you touch your router settings, do this. This is the safety move that stops you from knocking out internet for your whole house. Step 1, confirm you can reach Pi-hole, and that can easily be done by running HTTP, putting in your Pi's IP followed by admin as shown on the screen. Then in your Windows command from your PC, try pinging your Raspberry Pi by running ping 192.168.2. whatever your IP is. And if you see a response, that means it's been set up properly. Now, only my PC, I'm going to set the Wi-Fi adapter DNS manually. So once you head over to your Wi-Fi settings from your PC, and head over to the DNS server assignment. I'm going to be editing it to manual and providing preferred DNS at 192.168.2.144, which is my Raspberry Pi's IP, and leave the alternate blank. Okay, apply. Now let's test if blocking is working. So head over to the site called blockads.5filters.org, and if you see that add blocking is enabled, that means it's working. After the test, I can put this PC back to automatic DNS because we proved Pi-hole works without touching the whole house. Let me show you exactly why my setup failed last time. I had Pi-hole's DHCP range set from 0.100 to 0.199, but my Pi-hole IP was 0.144. That means the Pi-hole's own IP sat inside the DHCP pool. It might work for a while, especially if the IP is reserved, but it can lead to random IP conflicts later, and those conflicts feel like Wi-Fi is connected, but nothing loads. So we fixed that now by choosing a DHCP range that does not include my Pi's IP. On routers like mine, the DHCP settings page doesn't let you set DNS server, so the best method is to let your Pi-hole handle DHCP. Order matters. Ensure you enable Pi-hole DHCP first, then disable your router's DHCP, never the other way around. And here are the exact values I'm using. In Pi-hole, from settings, DHCP, the range of IP addresses that I'm handing out are going to be from 0.100 to 0.143. I already specified my IP address from my router. We have a net mask of automatic, or you can just put 255.255.255.0 if required. And IPv6 is off for now. DHCP server is enabled on, then hit save. Now I go to my router's network DHCP and I turn DHCP off, then save. Because Pi-hole DHCP is already running and the network still has a DHCP server. Now I renew my PC lease to confirm I'm getting DHCP from Pi-hole. So I'm running ipconfig/release followed by ipconfig/renew. Then the rest of the house will update as devices reconnect or renew. Now for proof, first I'm going to open a dedicated ad block test page and you'll see the result immediately. When I visit blockads.5filters, I can see that the ad blocking is enabled. But if you want to be certain, we can head to Pi-hole admin, head to query log. So let's verify it inside Pi-hole. Watch the timestamps. You can see my device's DNS request is coming in right now, and you'll notice a bunch of domains getting blocked. We'll now cover the rollback steps. If anything breaks, here's the safe revert in order. For your router, DHCP, turn that to on. For your Pi-hole, turn DHCP off. Reconnect one client. And lastly, confirm client DNS is back to router defaults. That's it, you're back to normal. And if something isn't working, some things you can do is ensure that your Pi is reachable by doing ping and specifying your Pi's IP address. You can check the status of Pi-hole by running Pi-hole status. You can see the traffic by visiting the Pi-hole query log, and you can check that Unbound is working by running the dig 127.0.0.1 for the whole thing I've included in my description. Thanks for watching and make sure you subscribe to this channel.